YouTube, go ahead and click over to YouTube, navigate there, and then if you press on this symbol right here, you have a choice to go live. That's going to bring you here into the YouTube studio. You're probably going to want to create a title for the video. I'm going to suggest that you start by making it private. That way, if it doesn't come out great, you can just trash it and do it again. And nobody's going to actually see you while you're doing the first video. Your audience is made for kids. We don't really need to get into an age restriction or the scheduling later. So I'm going to go ahead and click here where it says next. And 3, 2, 1. It's taking a picture of you that it's going to use for your thumbnail. Possibly, if you're doing a read aloud, you would want to just hold the book cover up in there. Do whatever you want. All right, next, go live. So it's taking a minute to start, and I'm live right now. So, hi, students who are working from home and really just playing video games the whole time. I'm going to read you this book. So yada, 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 you read the book or you do whatever kind of message that you want to record, and then go ahead and click end stream. Are you sure you want to end? Yes, I am sure. So if you go over here to edit it in Studio, it's basically already saved. But if you wanted to make any changes, you could go there and make some minor changes to things like the title, the description. Sometimes you get to choose a different thumbnail image. Mine is only giving me one because it was a really short little video anyway. Let's say I decide to watch it and it's good enough that I want to make it accessible by my kids. That's where I'm going to go here on visibility. And if I go public, of course, it's just out there. Anyone can find it. You can also choose to go unlisted, in which case people are only going to see it if you provide the link. So then you can send that link out via Google Classroom, Seesaw, Flipgrid, pretty much whatever platform of your choice. So once I switch it to unlisted and press done, I can grab the link from right here. That's also a little copy icon that will automatically copy it for you, and then paste it wherever you want to send it out to your students. So that's pretty much your best way to record yourself for your kids. If you try to do a screencast, which is what I'm doing right now, it will take forever to upload on your house's Wi-Fi. It's just not strong enough. Hopefully I'll be able to get this one uploaded for you guys. If I click back here to go to my channel videos, it's wanting me to save my change. That will take me to all the videos that I have ever uploaded to YouTube. You can see I have a ton of them here, but the one I just did is not here because it's in a separate category right here called live. So that's where you're going to see all of the live videos that you have recorded. And you can always go back to it and kind of check what's going on with it and make edits here. All right, that's it for this one. Hope it works for you.